Hello friends, this is Durga from IT University. So this is just a backup for my WebEx live audience, but it will be streamed for public. So anyone want to follow these videos for my upcoming training in YouTube, you can follow and you can actually learn and practice as per your convenience. So that being said, today session is primarily a dry run for WebEx and lab for upcoming training, um, so that people are comfortable with WebEx. So first, I would like to make sure that everyone is able to hear me and everyone can see my screen. So some of the people might not call using computer or dial in using phone, so they might not be able to hear me. So I'm going to confirm in the chat that everyone can hear me and everyone can see my screen. No, if you can hear me, no need to respond. Just if anyone cannot hear me or see my screen, just respond so that I can work with them and make sure that they can dial in without any issues. Okay, I will give 15 seconds and then we will actually go to the rules. Okay, and all these videos will be streamed to YouTube also. So if you have any bandwidth issues with respect to WebEx, you can also join through YouTube. I'll be providing a YouTube URL in the WebEx chat, and also when you subscribe to YouTube, we will get the updates on YouTube as well. But if you want to join through YouTube for whatever reason, one issue is YouTube will have few seconds lag. Okay, so you need to understand that. Don't see my screen through WebEx and listen through YouTube. Some people do that, and it can generate lag, and you will be behind. You might get lost. So if you want to use YouTube, don't use WebEx. Okay, don't mix up the things. Either use YouTube or use WebEx. But one thing on YouTube is you cannot talk to me if you listen through YouTube or watch through YouTube, and you will not. I will not be responding to the questions on YouTube. So keep that in mind if you want to use YouTube. Sure. So all the videos will be part of the playlist. So if you go to the playlist, you will be able to follow the videos. So let me show where the videos will be available. So I have created a playlist called Scala and Spark Training, June 2017. And everything will be available here. Even the current session, dry run for upcoming Scala and Spark training is being streamed here. And if you join through YouTube, it will look like this. Okay, but if you are joining through WebEx, there is no need to join through YouTube, but it can help you in some scenarios. Okay, and all the videos will be streamed to YouTube, and you can use those videos as your reference without any issues. Sometimes I might lose the network connectivity, and when it gets reconnected, I tend to forget restarting the Hangout. Except in those extreme scenarios, there shouldn't be any issues. And I will be taking the classes from a corporate, so most likely there won't be any network glitches and all those things. So it's an extremely unlikely scenario, but it can happen even though probability is low. We can take care of those extreme scenarios without much challenges. Now let's come back to the training rules. Always be on mute. Don't unmute unless if you want to ask any questions. which cannot be answered through chat. Okay, ask questions via chat. I will ask you to unmute yourself at the time. If I cannot get the question, only then you unmute, and make sure that there is no much you are on headset, and there is not much echo when you actually unmute, so that it does not cause any inconvenience to others. Disable video streaming using webcam. As I have mentioned to you earlier, the videos will be streamed to YouTube, and it can be embarrassing to you. So make sure you do not stream video at all. Okay, so I hope everyone is clear with respect to the not actually rules, but the tips to make the training as to make the user experience for the training as better as possible. Okay. That being said, now let us talk about college-going students. Tips for college-going students. You guys might have following me for quite some time, and this training will be for audience who have a wide range of experience. There are people who just completed first year of their engineering in India, and there are people up to 20-25 years, even director level, senior program manager level. People are joining in these sessions. Okay, so as few of you guys who are students do not have prior experience, you might face some challenges when I spoke about SQL joins or some other quite common things every working professional are aware of. At that time, you might face few challenges. I cannot go out to the basics and start explaining you from the basics. So here, leveraging your summer, you need to make sure that you are up to speed with those areas which are relevant for the training. Especially with respect to SQL, I am planning to conduct YouTube streaming videos, not WebEx sessions, but YouTube streaming videos, at least 2 to 3 classes a week, so that by the time I touch Spark SQL within a 3 weeks or 3.5 weeks time, you are also familiar with SQL up to some extent. Okay, so make sure you spend some time by yourself also to get up to speed with SQL, so that you are comfortable when I talk about Spark SQL towards the end of the course. Also, make sure you are familiar with the normalization. You are familiar with the primary key, foreign key, constraints, data integrity, and also few data warehousing concepts that will help you a lot. Okay, and also you have to put a lot of effort to practice coding using Scala, to practice writing good SQL queries, and also to get comfortable with big data ecosystem. You try to use lab as much as possible and practice as much as possible. Come up with your unique scenarios and keep on practicing. Leverage this summer. It will be foundation for you. A lot of you guys are just first semester in MS or second semester in MS. So you still have 1.5 years to go for job. And after this session, I will spend at least a couple of hours with you guys every week to add more and more skills that are relevant for big data engineer, so that your confidence, you gain enough confidence to face the job market for data engineer or big data engineer role. Okay, so don't think that I will be just teaching you Scala and Spark and I will leave you. I will keep on adding more and more skills that are relevant for the big data engineer course. And you also do some analysis through DICE and see the changes that are happening in the industry, and keep passing that information to me, so that I can customize the content for you and make sure that you are up to speed as per the industry requirements. That is especially for college-going students who will be part of this training. Okay, I have already covered YouTube streaming and playlist details. I hope everyone is comfortable with it. Let me share the playlist link. all the videos will be part of this. Okay, and once you start going through the content, you will understand how to access the reference material, how to access the lab, and all those things. I will do a dry run on the lab also for a few minutes. But you will, even if you do not get it completely today, you will get it by probably by end of this week or by end of next week, how to use the lab to learn these technologies. Okay, and next one is accessing the lab. So everyone, yeah, one more thing before getting into accessing the lab, I just sent an email to you guys about WhatsApp group. So make sure you join that group so that if I have any last minute updates, I can broadcast to you through WhatsApp. And also I can send reminders if you are interested before I start the training. So it will help us to communicate better. And also you can actually send WhatsApp message to the group if we are not able to resolve the issues immediately. Okay, so we can leverage that WhatsApp group primarily for broadcasting the news, and also to get traction on your issues if we are not following, if you are not responding to your questions on the forums, which I will be covering very soon. So the next topic in agenda is accessing the lab and also understanding IT University platforms. As you guys are aware, we have four components in our platform. First is YouTube, which you are already aware of. Second is lab, which you will get access to. Third one is a website where I will have content, and fourth one is forums. Okay, so let's start with the labs. All of you guys, most of you guys got access to the lab, except a couple of folks. Once you get access to the lab and once you create user, it will look like this. Once you log in, it will look like this. You see credentials here with username and password, and you see open console here. You can click on this, and this is a web-based terminal where your username and password are available in these icons. Okay, so you can copy the username, but when you click on these things, you see the cursor which is red after GW01 login on a top left corner in the browser is empty. Okay, make sure it is bold before you paste. Okay, so just click on anywhere on the terminal, and it will become bold. And then if you are using Windows, use Shift Insert to paste. If you are using Mac, use Command V to paste. Even in Linux, you can use Shift Insert to paste. Okay, and hit enter, and then it will prompt you for the password. Copy the password and paste the password here. Okay, and don't reset your passwords in the lab because this will not work anymore if you reset the passwords in the lab. Okay, so don't reset passwords in the lab. And also on top of the console, you can also access either using PuTTY or webexterm or Cygwin in Windows. And you can use Mac terminal or Linux terminal to connect to the lab. To connect to the lab using PuTTY or webexterm, it's a little bit different. But if you use Cygwin or Linux terminal or Mac terminal, the terminal will look like this. You can use SSH, and you can actually connect to the lab. You get the username and password again from this page. Okay, so this is the username and this is the password. You can copy the password and then type your username. Sorry, in this case it is training at hostname. So username at hostname. If you are using Cygwin or Linux terminal or Mac terminal, you can follow this one. Cygwin with SSH package should be installed on your PC. If you are using PuTTY or webexterm, you don't run SSH command directly like this. You open those client-based tools, and it will ask you to enter hostname. And once you click on open, it will ask you for the username and password. and you can enter the username at the username and password. You can copy paste the password. Okay, the same way we have used as part of our web-based terminal. It will work in the same manner. In this case, I have set up passwordless login, so that's why it entered directly. Otherwise, it will prompt you for the password. You just have to use either shift insert or command V to paste the password, irrespective of the tool you are using to connect. So now this console and this one are same. You can do the same stuff in either using either approach. But if you want to spend some time and if you want to practice, I would suggest you, or I would recommend you to use terminal or putty or mobile external rather than web-based console. Web-based console is handy, but it has some performance related issues. Sometimes it hangs, sometimes it become idle very fast. So there are few issues like that. If you just want to run one command and come out of it, you can use a web-based terminal without any issues. But if you want to spend some time, try to use the Mac terminal or Cygwin or a Linux terminal, etc. Okay. So that being said, on top of this thing, you will also get access to Ambari. So you use gw01.itversity.com, which is the link for Ambari, and also you can actually click on here. So once you log into the labs.itversity.com, once you enroll for the lab, you will get quick links for Ambari and few more things. You can click on Ambari here as well, and it will take you to this page. And here also, you can enter the username and the same password. That's why don't reset the passwords. Okay. Instead, try to use the same password everywhere so that you don't need to worry about it. Passwords are generated by us, and we know all the passwords as administrators. So we can reset at any point in time if you accidentally try to change the password. Okay, so this is the Ambari, and it will give you overview about the cluster. Okay, make sure you are comfortable with this by the end of the course. Okay, and so that covers the labs. Make sure you try this out sometime this week, and can access both lab through a command line or terminal, and also Ambari using your browser. Okay, if you have any questions, now comes the forums. Make sure every one of you be part of this discuss.itversity.com. It is a forums-based website. I have employees and also volunteers who will help you answer who help you answer your questions. So try to leverage this platform. Make sure every one of you sign up for it. It's pretty straightforward to sign up. Let me just demonstrate real quick. I am using another browser. Okay, so it will look like this if you are coming for the first time. You can get the answers for all the topics which are already asked and answered. But if you want to post any issues, you have to log in to the platform. So the way you can sign up is you can click on sign up button over here. Either you can use social networking authentication such as Google or Facebook, or you can also set up using local login. Once you sign up, you can click on login and you can actually get onto the platform. And then it will look like this. You can, first of all, you need to understand different categories we have. So if it is any technical issue with respect to lab, you can choose the big data labs category, and you can actually start asking questions here. It's pretty straightforward. You just click on new topic, give a title, and then provide necessary information. Do not share your email IDs. You can share your lab IDs, but do not share your email IDs here. and you can share the screenshots for some of the issues, so that we can understand and troubleshoot the issue easily. Okay. Similar to that, unless it is a lab related issue, accessing the lab or something is not running on the lab, you have to choose the appropriate category. So here we are talking about big data primarily. So big data is the main category, and there are many subcategories in big data, like Spark, Scoop, Hive, Administration, Flume, Kafka, etc. So for each of the technology, we'll create a subcategory here. Some of them are missing, but we have created most of them. You have to choose appropriate category before you ask the question, so that it will be easier for us to pinpoint the issues, or pinpoint the issues related to particular category, and we can answer them or we can assign those categories to the folks who are experts in that area, because there are so many volunteers. You can also be volunteer for this platform by starting answering your questions, and we will assign you certain categories, and that will help you to get you support as seamless as possible. Okay. And you will have unlimited access to this. It's completely free, whether you sign up for our courses or not. So you can continue getting support from this platform. And I encourage you guys also to be volunteers at some point, so that you are in touch with the technology. Okay. So this is how you should leverage the 24/7 support. And on top of it, we also have website called itversity.com. Okay. And this is primarily for the content. And the course which I'm talking about, which I will be covering, I have already started creating content for your reference. So learn Scala for Spark and Apache Spark using Scala. These two are the things which we'll be covering for next 5 weeks. And if you go through here, you can understand the curriculum in detail. And also you can already see the content, videos, code snippets, everything here. So I'll be using the same material for the reference, and I will be teaching you. Okay. I will not play these videos, but I will be talking, but I will be using the same content for your reference. So, and also I will try to add these videos in such a way that videos and the reference material are linked together. I will think about it, and I will definitely provide you an easier way for you to link the content in the video and the topics which are being covered as part of this that video. Okay. So in next 4 to 6 classes, I'll be covering these topics, getting started with Scala, functions and operators, object-oriented concepts, collections and tuples. And if you see this thing, it is nothing to do with big data. So I'll be covering primarily Scala as programming language. But instead of covering the Scala in entirety, whatever is required to build skills for Spark, those things will be emphasized, and I'll be covering those things only. Otherwise, Scala itself is a very big programming language, and it will take at least 30 to 40 hours just to learn Scala. Okay. And then the other course you need to follow is Spark using Scala. Work is still in progress to create the content. So at least for up to 3 weeks, the content is already available. For final 2 weeks, I still have to work on the content, which I will be taking care. Okay, so this is about itversity.com. So I have covered the YouTube channel where the videos will be streamed. I have covered labs, how to access the labs, just a dry run. And next thing is the support using forums, and the reference material using itversity.com, which is WordPress based CMS or LMS. So that being said, now I will take the questions, and I will give 10 minutes of time for the questions. I will answer as many questions as I get in next 10 to 15 minutes, and then we will wrap up for today, and we'll start from tomorrow at 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. India time, and 11 to 12:30 p.m. 11 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. US Eastern time, which is 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m., which is Pacific time. I have already sent you the WebEx invitation. If you do not get it, please let me know. I will resend it to you. Just send me an email at training@itversity.com. So that being said, let me start taking few questions here. Venkat is asking, will we cover all the topics required by CCA? So let me go to the CCA curriculum real quick. So as part of this 5 weeks course, I'll be covering the transform stage and store, data analysis, configuration in 100%. Everything related to these three areas will be covered 100%. But there is one more major area, which is data ingest. In that, I'll be only referring these two. I'll not be talking about actually these three. Okay. Only thing that is missing is scoop. So once the course is done, I will give you the reference material, which is already available on my YouTube channel or website, which you can follow and get up to speed with scoop within a week or two, and you will be 100% ready to go ahead and give the CCA certification. Okay. And then another question is from Pramod. You suggested to learn SQL. Could you please share reference material videos that we can follow? As I have mentioned to you, Pramod, I will be covering SQL starting from this week. I will be streaming videos in YouTube, and I will broadcast the details with you guys, so that you can follow those videos and you can be up to speed with SQL in parallel. It will be hardly 1 hour or 2 hours material per week, and you don't need to practice a lot. You just try to refresh. I know you are an experienced professional. For students, they have to practice a lot. So Pramod, you can just follow those videos, and you will be able to be up to speed by the time I start covering Spark SQL. Okay, so don't worry too much about it. I will share the details. And one more thing which I have missed as part of the agenda, let me cover that before I answer other questions, is the certification simulator. Okay, so every one of you on top of, so instead of using gw01.itversity.com, you should connect to gw02.itversity.com. Okay, this is not open to everyone. This is only open to folks who are part of this live training. So what you will get with this, let me explain you. I am pasting my password here. So you will get an exclusive access. Only you guys will have exclusive access to this. So you will have a lot more power to explore. And if you look at the memory, it is a 64 GB server, and only probably 70 or 80 of you guys will be able to access this. Not everyone will be able to access. So another thing you need to understand with respect to gw02.itversity.com is, again, the username and password are same with whatever is shown in the labs.itversity.com. Another thing which you will get is the remote desktop access. So you need to have something called VNC viewer. Once you have VNC viewer, you can actually run ps-ef command, not ps-ef command, and then grep for VNC. Okay, so here you will get the port number. You have to add this port number to 5900. Okay, so my port number is 5901. So if let me see if let me check for another person who already have access to this. Probably Yeah, probably this guy, ps-ef. Okay, so grep vmc. So this guy's session is running on 51. So using this, he will be able to determine the port number. So it will be 1500 plus 51. So his will be 5951. Mine will be 5901. So using VNC viewer, you can create something like this: g102.itversity.com. It's not g101.itversity.com. It's sorry, gw01.itversity.com. It is gw02itversity.com your port number. Okay, and once you create that, you will see the session here. You can double click on it, and you will get a remote desktop like this with Google Chrome. We are still exploring a few things here. It is not 100% ready, but you will get the certification simulator as part of this, and you will have access up to September 30th. So after the course also, you can actually keep on practicing using remote desktop. For students, it will be as per their graduation date, they will have access to this. Probably we might disable access for some of the students if they are already certified, so that we can start sharing this environment as we are planning to provide as a service, as a product on labs.itversity.com at some cost, like $10 for 2 days and $20 for 1 week, etc. Okay, so we might stop in between for students, but you will have at least access up to September 30th. Okay, so Balamurli is asking, can you share the link how to download VNC viewer and configure it? Sure, we will. I will create a video for that, and I will also create a blog post so that you have details what I have covered as part of this video, and you will be able to access this seamlessly. And one more suggestion is, if you are not comfortable with going to the website, get the password and paste the password at regular intervals, if you have SSH private key and public key with you, okay, probably I will also create a video for this. You can do SSH copy ID command, give your username and the host name which you want to connect, in this case gw02.itversity.com, and hit enter. It will automatically copy your public key onto that platform, onto the gw02.itversity.com, after which you will not be prompted for the password from command line. Okay, so I will also create a simple blog post on this so that you are aware about how to take care of it, so that you don't need to struggle going to labs.itversity.com every time you want to access the lab. So Venu is asking a question regarding certification, which is better to go for, CCA or Hortonworks. So CCA, I would recommend CCA with the current curriculum rather than Hortonworks. Hortonworks is purely Spark based. If you already have a CCA, some other certification, and if you want to just get certified on Spark, then I will recommend Hortonworks Spark certification. Otherwise, I will, if it is your first certification, I will recommend CCA because it covers Scoop also, and a few other things. And so I would recommend CCA. So any questions from WebEx? Meanwhile, I will also go to YouTube and see if there are any questions. YouTube folks, so this is primarily backup for the live audience who will be part of the WebEx session. So I will not be able to answer your questions on the live chat. However, I will keep the chat open. If you can, if you want, you can discuss, and if you can actually get some of your answers, some of your questions answered. Okay, so and again, this is just a dry run. This is not the actual course. Actual course will start tomorrow. And please subscribe to YouTube if you want to get updates on these videos. And if you want environment to practice, you can go to labs.itvarsity.com, and you can actually you can actually get access to the lab, and you can start practicing. Okay. That being said, again, the WhatsApp group is only for my WebEx folks. It is not for the YouTube folks. For YouTube updates, you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you will get the updates. That being said, for YouTube folks, if you like this idea, please click on the like button and share with your friends by clicking on the share. And also, if you want to provide the feedback, please provide the feedback. Okay. And let me go back to the WebEx chat. I send you a link, Venkat, in email, and you just click on that link, and then you will be able to add yourself to the group. If it did not work, just send me respond to that email. I will add with your contact number, and I will share. I will add you to the group. Okay. So that being said, thank you very much for joining the dry session. Those who joined late, please go to the video again from the beginning, which is in YouTube, and I have provided the link for the playlist here. And the video is the dry run for the upcoming Scala and Spark training. You can go through this video, and you can follow up with us on appropriate forums. Try to leverage discuss.itvarsity.com, because I have employees who keep track of those things, and we will help you to get your issues resolved as quickly as possible. Piyush, I cannot help you here. We will take it offline, and we will try to resolve the issue on discuss.itvarsity.com, or we can chat over the email also. Pramod, it doesn't matter. It's not. I will be demonstrating using Mac, but it doesn't mean that it is specific to Windows. There will be some minor differences, and those things we will try to support you. Don't worry too much about it. Shiv Suman, I think I have already given access to the lab. Let me check, and I will get back to you. Okay. Just send me a reminder, Suman, to my email ID, training@itvarsity.com. I will get back to you. Yes, Venu? You can ask the question. If you want, you can unmute yourself, and you can ask the question. Okay, regarding Flink. Sorry. Where is our question? Can you paste your... Yeah, I heard something about Flink. That is not correct. Flink is only a streaming technology. It is a competitor for Spark with respect to just streaming. Okay, and it is not that easy for Flink to replace Spark. Even if it replaces, having Spark knowledge can be very highly advantageous to learn Flink at later point in time. So if it gets traction, I will definitely create content on top of it, and this one will be the foundation for that. So don't go with those kind of marketing stuff. Don't get carried away. Okay. So that being said, thank you very much, and we'll catch up tomorrow as per schedule. And if you do not get the WebEx, please shoot me an email. I will take care of it. Thank you. Bye.